when I'm meeting with clients or prospective clients talking about estate planning, typically, they want to start the conversation about, hey, okay, we want our daughter to get this, we want to make sure the son-in-law doesn't get anything, or we want to set up a foundation, or whatever it is. It's really about who gets what of a person's stuff after they pass away, which is great. We definitely, that's a huge part, if not one of the most important pieces of estate planning. But then I talk about incapacity planning, right? Because the estate planning, all of that stuff happens after a person passes away. But I want to talk about the incapacity planning, which is, hey, all that's great. We're going to make sure, your loved ones, your legacy, everything is passed down after you pass away. But what about when you're still alive? Incapacity planning. And so incapacity planning, what this is really thinking about what happens if you're in an accident and maybe unable to manage your own affairs, or you've now got some sort of, horrible disease such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, dementia, something like that. And so one of the things that you need to plan for when you're planning your estate plan is a couple things. Who can make medical decisions on your behalf if you were ever unable to do so? You're in an accident, you need someone to communicate your end of life wishes, or what type of care and treatment you would want. It goes by different names: healthcare surrogate, healthcare power of attorney, but you want to make sure that that's taken care of. What about specifically end of life wishes? Do you want to be kept on life support or other tools that maybe would keep you alive, but only for a certain amount of time, or anything like that? What type of treatment do you want? So do you have a living will? And then what about other records where maybe, again, Alzheimer's, dementia, incapacitated, you can't access your bank account, you can't sell real estate, you can't do all of those things that you need to do? Do you have a power of attorney? And then lastly, if something were to happen to your child, or has happened to you and you have a minor child, do you have somebody who's named who can make those medical decisions on behalf of your child? So again, when you're doing your estate planning, don't just only be thinking about the stuff, the assets. You're going to be thinking about that, though. You're going to be thinking about your legacy, things like memories, things like traditions, things you want to pass down, and you're going to be thinking about incapacity planning. Those are all things that need to happen when you're doing your estate plan.